Most people don't laugh like this. That's why they still complain about geese. I got something special for you lead players and everybody else in here. I'll show y'all some anti-geese shit. I hope you guys like this. I got something for you guys. I know y'all gonna be feeling this. Alright. I kind of got tired of people complaining about geese so much. That's why I kind of stopped playing them too. Just because I'm kind of tired of people, oh, he's top 3 in the game. He's top 5. He should be nerfed. And he's so cheap. I hate him. This and that. That shit's annoying. So, for people in here, I'm going to specifically show y'all. Because I played geese since he came out. So, I know this character in and out. I know his flaws, everything about him. I played him like over 6,000 games on PlayStation. I know geese in and out. So I'm gonna show y'all shit. What's geese's problems? And if you play Lee, you will have fun against geese. I'll tell you why. Lee is one of the only few characters that can actually, you know, his 1-2. You know how geese be like 1-2. Lee could punch parry the second hit on reaction. So he can't even do a 1-2 on Lee. So if geese be like jab 1-2, you could just be like parry. You just parry his shit every time. So he can't no 1-2 jabs on Lee, and that shit don't track neither. His 1-2 don't track no way. So he got no jabs that track whatsoever. And if he does you can step it. Yeah, his jabs don't track whatsoever. So if a geese player do jab in the DF1, it'll track to that side, but it won't track to the left. And if you block down forward 1, you have nothing to worry about, because the geese setups be like down forward 1 to dick jab, right? And that you can avoid it by just backdashing once and then hop kicking them. See? Just backdash one time and whip punish him. You don't need a swing after blocking down forward 1. You don't. So backdash, you know? And Lee gets punishment like... Lee's punishment is 2 OD, so... Lee's punishment is 2 OD, so you get that every time. That's because they delaying their jab. That's why the jab is beating you for stepping. Also, if a geese does likes to do down forward 1-1, you could punch parry the down forward 1-1, the second hit. So you could do that to it. What else? If you have trouble with stuff like, you can also parry the second hit also on reaction. Also, if he does into max cancel, you can step on his back and take his whole bar. So you could either just punch parry the shit, or you could just wait till he does the full max cancel and launch his ass. Also, people that complain about down forward, I'll show you. It's a little hard to step with Lee, but it's possible. Let me see what up. That's one of the best things to do with it, is just backdash and launch it too. You can also step it too. It's a little trickier depending on how good your character's step is. If your character has a really good step, as you can see, I stepped it at range 0. So it's possible to step that move at range 0 to the right, because it tracks to the left. See? But that move is negative on hit. So, you know, if a geese player just does it like that, you kind of just run up to him and wait a bit. Yeah, for geese to stop you from pressing buttons after the down 4, he has to do that, or he has to commit to that, which is risky, you know. That's not risky, but that is, you know. if you have trouble with stuff like side step 3, it's kind of like side step 3, he has to be in your face. And most options after side step 3, you could just backdash on hit. So if he does side step 3, back 3-2, you could just backdash and launch him. He would have to do that into down forward 2 to stop you from backdashing. But even that whips too. So if you get hit with side step 3, you don't really have to worry about anything unless your back is on the wall. You can do 4-1+2 or whatever. But of course that doesn't track. Also, Geese after his strings, he's only +1, so, and if you think that's coming, you could just duck it. So he has to mix it up with forward 1 to stop you from ducking. And dick jab, you can always step it to the right. And if he starts doing down forward 1, you can step that to the right also. His down forward 1 is one of the only down forward 1s. Well, there's some other characters DF1s, but that one doesn't track at all. He has to commit to down forward 1-1. So he has to do down forward 1-1, which is risky. For it to track, he has to do DF1-1. But it's risky because you could just duck it. You see, you can step it, so it's not real pressure. And if you have Lee or any other character with a punch parry, you see you could just punch parry the second hit. But you can always duck it. And if he does it back 3-2, you can also step it. Or if you happen to block it, you can react. You know, stuff like that. So it's kind of like the pressure's not really like real pressure. You can deal with it. Like if you just like block, it's kind of like there's nothing really to worry about. Some Geese players will probably do that. You can most likely low parry. The only risky thing about just doing random low parries on Geese is if he just throws out back 3-2. But if he doesn't have beater, you can just do that because like his quick mids don't do any damage, and you can kind of fuzzy it because his fastest launcher is like 4-1+2. So I would just suggest stepping left all the time against Geese on pressure. See, the down 3 will whiff. That down 2 will hit you, but you could just step and duck, and you get a 14 frame punish. So that's about it with Geese. You can step and block that shit. Another thing with Geese is that he doesn't really have a quick counter hit you from stop pressing buttons, so like he has to do shit like that, but you could just magic for him out of all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if a Geese player is just trying to stop you from pressing buttons, it's like, I don't know, man. I don't think he's that serious. You just step left after you block shit. You know, take your parries when you can, and you'll be fine. I don't really see what's so cheap about him. All his lows are -2. This is -3 on hit, -14 on block. This is like -1 on hit. You know what I'm saying? And like, if this shit hits you, it's like, if they happen to just try to cross jab afterwards, you can just backdash and whip punish them, you know? Anybody else have any questions about Geese? Because I think I covered most of the stuff about him. Also, if a Geese player is just doing that all day, that tracks to the right, but it doesn't track to the left. But you can punch parry the second hit also.